from my favorite things. So I am on my way to my volunteer job with Boomer, and I thought I would chat while I'm driving. I just got this new mount for my car, so I'm hoping that it works out. If it doesn't, I won't upload it. But I've been doing this volunteer work for many years, and I used to go on Fridays and Saturdays, but now I just I can't do Fridays because I have to work and take care of other stuff. But on Saturdays I try to go a few times a month, and I have to say it makes me feel, I think it gives me more pleasure. Sometimes I wonder if it gives me more pleasure than the people we go visit, the patients that we work with. Although sometimes I go, I don't want to go, I want to stay in bed, or I want to do X, Y, and Z. But once I go and spend the time with these residents who just love to see Boomer and chat with them and spend time with them, I always feel like I've done something worthwhile. I guess that's true of most volunteer jobs that I've done. Anyway, so Happy New Year, and if you're new to my channel, welcome, and if you are, and I would love it if you would consider subscribing to my channel by clicking that subscription button and clicking the bell notification. I don't upload all the time, so if you click the bell notification, then you will be notified when I do upload. I don't have like a schedule. So happy 2019. I don't know if any of you have seen my Instagram, but I have uploaded some little short clips. We went to near St. Augustine in a place called Ponte Vedra in Florida. I think that's how you say it. If it isn't, I apologize. We rented a house on the beach and with my family, and actually my parents loved it. But one of the things that we're currently dealing with is that my father's heart condition is getting worse. So anyway, that's something that we're dealing with, and we're trying to decide what to do next. And my father's going to get a procedure done, and it's very risky. But anyway, I don't want to talk about that. So this year, 2019, so last year was a great, we went on several trips. I purchased several purses, sold several purses, and there's been, I think I'm very, like I said, I have been happy with one handbag for every occasion. And it's kind of funny because when we buy purses, I think many of us would go, oh, this could be my everyday bag. Except it's not an everyday bag, because sometimes I change out, my purses. I could say wear the same clothes every day. But with my purses, sometimes I like to change it out like a couple times a day to different styles. So funny. Because it's easier to do that. And with handbags, it doesn't matter how heavy or how thin I am, because it fits me no matter what. Versus clothes, if I start gaining weight, you're like, why did I spend that money on that? And shoes, I forget, don't get me started on shoes. I have such ugly hobbit feet that it's just really difficult to find really comfortable, pretty looking shoes. But anyway, last year we went on several trips. One trip was all over, like we went to the Southeast Asia, including Singapore, Vietnam, Thailand, all of that. And I think I uploaded some of those things in my Instagram. Oh, maybe I did. I'm not sure if I did. I think I made a YouTube video on that one. And then the second trip that we went on we normally go on a lot of international trips and domestic trips. But the other trip that we went on was one of the bucket lists for my father, which is South America, Brazil, Iguazu Falls, and Argentina. And that's one of the places that my dad has been wanting to go for a long, long time. And it was like in one of his bucket lists. So we went there, and my father had a great time, but afterwards his health has been declining. So I want to take him to more places. And then I took him to the Pacific Northwest, because that was one of the other places that he wanted to see again. And he loved that. But afterwards, his health has been declining quite fast. So anyway, we have planned several more trips this year. This year is my husband and my 30th wedding anniversary, and I can't believe I've been married for 30 years to the nicest person alive. So we have, for my birthday this year, we're going to Spain. We've been to Barcelona many times through going on cruises and stuff, but we went last Thanksgiving in 2018. We took our kids to Portugal, and that was so much fun, and it was so much fun with my kids. And so I wanted to take them to Spain for my birthday, but neither one of them could go, so they turned it down. I mean, they turned down a free trip. So, but they are very busy with work and picking graduate school for my son. So they said they couldn't go, so it'll be just my husband and me, which is okay. Which will be fun too. It's like I make it sound like, it's okay. No, I'm looking forward to it, and hopefully I'll be able to go. Whenever my husband and I go on any kind of trips, we always either get trip insurance, because we never know with our parents when we can or may not be able to go. So it's still up in the air whether we'll be able to go or not, but we bought the tickets and we have the place. We're going to go to Madrid, and then stay a couple days in Madrid, and then we're going to do a tour group to the south of Spain, and then come back to Madrid and spend a couple more days, and then come back home. So one of the things that I've been thinking of purchasing is maybe another Ferragamo belt, maybe in silver. I got it in gold when I went to Portugal, and I'm thinking maybe silver. I really like that, and I've been using it a lot. I think it's a really, really good quality. My sister has been talking about an Hermes belt for her, so I might buy that for her and see if she wants to get it, but I gotta know her size. And she's been talking about Gucci belt, and I'll see what I can find. I know it is cheaper in Europe. So the other thing that I didn't have a chance to go to in Portugal, because we kind of ran out of time, I want to see if I can go to the Hermes store, which I've never been. I mean, I've been in Dubai, but when I asked for a Kelly or a Birkin, they kind of looked at me and laughed at me. I think they were like, no, we don't have any, and we usually save those for local customers. Plus, Dubai was more expensive. I didn't think it was any cheaper than the United States. So in Europe, prices are better because the dollar is strong currently. So I may see if I can get, I probably won't be able to get either Kelly or Constance. I took a photo of my friend's Constance recently. She came to visit me, and she was wearing her new Constance that she got in Paris. And get this, she was offered 4 bags in the Hermes store. She has a friend who knows an essay in France, so her friend was able to connect her to her essay. And my friend said that when she went to France, and she's from the United States, she was taken to the back room, was offered 4 different bags. Oh my gosh, I was like, what? But her Constance was absolutely gorgeous. I never thought of Constance. Actually, I think it's beautiful, but I wonder if it makes it's a little too boxy. It's a very comfortable bag, but I don't know. Here's the thing with Hermes. I think it's pretty, but is it worth all that money? I don't think so. But then again, I used to be like, what? You're spending how much on a purse? But now it's like, you know, is it like the final epitome of what I quote should get? There's no should, obviously, but my logical mind is saying, I don't really like that. I don't really need that. I don't want to get that. But my like stupid, frivolous mind is saying, oh, you know, it seems like all the, if you're really into handbags, that's the ultimate goal. Maybe you should want that. So I'm a little conflicted as to whether it's worth the money or not. I mean, I know everybody kept saying that, you know, it retains its value or whatever, and I'm sure it does, but the whole point of retaining value is that you're going to have to be able to sell it. And how many people could afford, you know, your market is smaller, right? It's not like somebody's going to go, oh yeah, I'll spend $18,000 on that or whatever. I'm not, it's hard selling. I don't really enjoy selling my bags because it is not easy. And when you consign it with Fashion File or Yuki's Closet or any of these consignment, a lot of times you don't get that much money. I mean, because they have to make a profit, right? And to sell it on eBay in such an expensive bag, you are dealing with, it's like swimming in shark-infested water. It's scary. So I don't know. I mean, if I get something, I mean, one thing for certain after watching so many YouTubes, one thing for certain is don't get a size or a color that you're not thrilled about because it's offered to you, because you're not going to wear it. So if I get one, it'll be, I'm thinking Kelly 25 or I'm not sure about the Birkin because it doesn't have a strap. I mean, you know, but Kelly, again, there's no back pocket. You can't, it's hard to get in and out. I saw somebody's YouTube video, I forget her name, but she was saying how her clasp in the Kelly sometimes gets undone and then the flap is, and the strap is hooked up to the flap itself. So when you're wearing it and flap comes undone, it's not safe. I wish the strap was on the side, so no matter what happens, your flap is always down on the Kelly. Constance is cute, but it's very boxy. I was also thinking about Constance Elan. That's a longer rectangular shaped Constance rather than a square one. But I've never seen it. I've never worn it. I've worn the, I've seen and touched and played with Constance 24. And that seems to fit a good amount. Like it's a good size. I think, I know some people love the Constance 18, but I barely wear my Chanel medium large unless it's like a fancy occasion, because I usually carry more than what medium large could fit. And what was I gonna say? Although I do really like it. Anyway, so we'll see. I'm not quite sure what I'm gonna do, but okay, so we're going to Spain. I'm gonna check to see if I can get anything at Hermes. My husband has no idea, but you know, but I did show him a picture of me wearing my friend's Constance. I said, doesn't this look nice? And he said, no, it looks boxy. It's not that pretty. So my husband's favorite bag, to be honest with you, is my Ferragamo Sofia, which I love too. It's very pretty, and I always get compliments whenever I wear that, more than any other bag. I think it's not funny. And then let's see, where else are we going this year? We're going to Japan and South Korea on a cruise, and then just a land trip with my in-laws, and that's scheduled for spring of this year. And I'm really looking for, I haven't been to South Korea in a long, like about 20 years, I think, maybe more than 20 years. And then we are doing a cruise around Japan. So I don't think I'm gonna end up buying anything major, except for makeup, because I really like Japanese and South Korean makeup brands. Although I don't know, like I got to talk to my daughter about what to buy. she's gonna give. I know she's gonna give me a whole list of things. So I will try to take some pictures, but it'll all be all on my Instagram, because to put together a YouTube video that's really organized and edited, it just takes too much time with all the footage that I have. I did that for our Iguazu Falls South America trip, and I meant to do it like every single day, and after a while I just got too tired. I got lazy. So the last few days of our trip was never uploaded. So I know myself, I'm lazy. So I'll just try to make it easy and easy for myself, really, and put it on my Instagram. Little clips of things that we do, things that we see will be on my Instagram. And then we have planned another trip in the summer, and that's when we got married. So right around our wedding anniversary, we're going to go to Russia and do a river cruise. So I'm really looking forward to that, because I've never been to Russia. So that's the plan so far. It's very possible we might also go to England. I'm not so sure, but when my father gets better, with the God willing, if he does do better and he can walk longer distances, I'm gonna take him somewhere else, because he wants to travel the world. I mean, so anyway, that's it. That's my plan for 2018. If you would like to see my current purse collection, I am happy to share that with you. Just let me know, and when I get the time, I will try. I've been thinking about making that video, but I just haven't had a chance to. What else? What else? That's it. I'm almost at the center, and see, is this it? Yeah, this is it. I'm almost at the center, and Boomer is gonna be a star. I love Boomer.